Hi, today we're going to be looking at these tweezers from ZOYI ZT-MD1. I was sent these from Aliexpress to review from their YouTube influencer program, and when I did my first test I noticed that these tweezers can measure resistance in the milli-ohm range. Now my multimeter that I do use for most of my diagnostics only measures down to 0.1 ohms, so 100 milli-ohm resolution. This one has a much better resolution, and since I got this tester I went around testing a lot of different things to see how useful that could be on the bench. And one of the things that I came across, which is quite shocking to me and I would like to expose in this video, is one day I was making an order on a website where I was €1 or €2 short to get free delivery. So I went through their stock to see what I could get to push the total into the free delivery range, and I came across jumper cables. So it was like 10 jumper cables, $1 or $2, very cheap. And since I'm always using these type of cables anyway, I thought, well, there you go, that'll be perfect, ready made. I normally make these up myself. I buy the crocodile clips and then I solder on the cables myself. Here is a typical cable that I would have made up on my multimeter. 0 ohms resistance. On the new tool on the bench, powers on very quickly. Let's go to resistance mode. I need to put this at an angle where you can see the screen. Connect up the jumper cable. And we get about 10 milliohms. This multimeter cannot measure that low. So with a better resolution, I get a true accuracy of the resistance of my jumper cable. Coming down to 6 milliohms. That's more than acceptable for my applications. Right, now the cables in question. On my multimeter, sort of up to 0.3. I mean, you see 0, 0.4, you see 0, you think, okay, well, that's fine. I mean, obviously I have some resistance in my cables for the multimeter as well. Okay, well, that looks okay. Why not? Connecting up the same jumper cable to the tweezers. There we go. Look at that, 560 milliohms. I mean, that's half an ohm. That's crazy. So after that, I went on to do a bit of research. I found some YouTube videos talking about fake cables, fake jumper cables, and the magnet test. So here is a magnet. My cables from the multimeter don't stick. Look at that. My fake cables that I bought are magnetic. So there's some steel, some iron in here, copper coated. Let's cut one and see what is inside. Okay, well, the color is a copper color, so it's obviously just copper coated. Yeah, it's definitely a copper color. So I bet if I sanded that down a little bit, we get to the silver. And it's magnetic, I can't believe it. Okay, so there you go. I guess you do get what you pay for. They were way too cheap. Thanks to Aliexpress for sending me this tweezer LCR meter. It does test a lot of things other than resistance, inductance, capacitors, beep mode, and very light, very comfortable in the hand. And of course, like I said, having that milli-ohms range comes very useful. As for these fake cables, no good. What I'm going to do is cut off all the crocodile clips, solder in some genuine copper cables, and make, as I need, some proper jumper cables. I mean, you do have a crocodile clip, you do have an insulator here, so that's good enough. If you're measuring sensitive equipment, that extra resistance in that wire could make a difference. Thanks for watching. Remember, there's always a fix, and we'll see you in the next one.